Hey yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and as you guys can see, we are back at it with another tier list. As you guys would probably expect, we've done the point guards, the shooting guards, and the small forwards, so obviously the next one is the power forwards tier list, but you already know that because you clicked on the video. You're a smart one. If you guys do enjoy this video or found it informative at all, make sure you guys smash the like button down below, as well as comment your favorite power forward in the entire game down there. Mine's Rudy Gay. Not even close. It's Rudy Gay. The card's crazy. Subscribe if you guys are new. We are on that road to 10K subscribers. I want to thank you guys so much again for hitting 9K recently. It's been crazy, the support on the channel lately. So seriously, thank you guys so much. And if you guys want to check out those other tier lists that we did, the point guards, the shooting guards, and the small forward, those will be linked in the description down below, as well as any gameplays that we talk throughout the video will also be in there if you guys want to check those out after it to see why I'm ranking the cards and where I'm ranking them. So, without further ado, let's start off with our no thank you tier, which is all of these wonderful faces, man. Pink Diamond Aaron Gordon. I still haven't forgiven him for how terrible he played in the gameplay that I did, and just how terrible he's been since I got him in general. I haven't touched his card in probably like 2-3 months. Who knows? I just don't use him. Dennis Rodman, usually pretty terrible in every single year in 2K, but I do have hope. We've changed up a few cards releases. Penny Hardaway got a new release. Dirk Nowitzki got a new release. So, like, 2K, you could get Dennis Rodman a new release, and I think that would actually, like, really help him out. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like, Penny got jump shot 75. I think if you get Dennis that, it's good. It's a good jumper, but not amazing. So, you know, think about it, 2K. But this Dennis is trash. Chris Webber, the Amethyst, is trash. Blake Griffin, he's trash. Like, no thank you. He was cool when he first came out, but never really was a good defender. And if you haven't badged up your Blake Griffin with like a clamps and things like that, which I didn't, just Intimidator, it's just not worth it. Diamond Anthony Davis, same as the pink Diamond Anthony Davis. Neither of these cards really are too worth it. They're okay defenders, okay shooters, just okay at everything. Dan Issel's kind of like a worse, or just another Kevin Love. And doesn't really play a lot of defense. No thank you. Elton Brand is a card that's literally in the game to be bad. So, you know, good on that. And Bob Pettit is pretty trash. He's supposed to be a shooter, and that's literally it. Like, literally it. He's one of the, like, 5 worst pink diamonds in the entire game. I just do not understand. We have rubies in the game that are significantly better than this Bob Pettit. There's literally no reason to have him in the game. Like, why? I promise you, if we took out Bob Pettit, Elton Brand, you know, this Amethyst, Chris Webber, the Diamond, Dennis Rodman, most people probably wouldn't even notice that these cards are no longer there. The only people that would is if they had them in their lineups. Starting off our maybe during limited tier, we do have Pink Diamond Tom Chambers, who's actually a decent card. I'm not going to say he's too amazing, and it's mainly because his jumper, it's pretty slow. Like, let's be honest. I've used this Tom Chambers. I did a gameplay with him, but this card's pretty outdated at this point, so if you haven't watched it, there's really no point. I really do not recommend picking up this Tom Chambers. He can be a good slasher, which is pretty cool, but the jumper is a little bit baited. It's a little bit too slow, and I'm just not really a fan of it. Next up is Diamond Throw Bailey, who's just kind of like one of those cards that's a little bit outdated at this point. He can curry slide on next gen, which is cool, but he can't do it on current gen, and I think that really kind of hurts him, because that's kind of why you pick up Throw Bailey, because he's 6'11", he can curry slide, and he's got a great jumper in jump shot 22. He's just a little too outdated at this point. It sucks because I love Throw Bailey cards, but I think eventually we'll probably get like a pink diamond or an opal, and the Throw Bailey will go dummy. This card will be absolutely insane, so that's really cool. Next up is Robert Covington, who's kind of meant to be like a 3-and-D kind of guy, as he is in real life, which is cool. Pretty good defender. Not the greatest of shooters because we don't come with a range extender, which is a little bit tough for him. Sucks to be Rocco. He's an okay defender, or okay slasher. Overall, he's just a pretty good card, but I'm not really too excited about him. He kind of pops up here and there during limited weekends and stuff like that, so, you know. Plus, I'd definitely take Rocco over Bob Pettit, and I think he'd be crazy not to. Next up is Juan Hernan Gomez. The Ruby Juan Hernan Gomez is actually, you know, pretty solid. I'm not going to say he's, like, amazing or anything, but he's, you know, he's not too bad. Juan Hernan Gomez is just kind of like one of those guys that we got in one of those extra sets. I think it was the Spain promo, I'm pretty sure. So, be that as it may. Now, he's not going to be a great slasher at all. He has no badges there, but he's a pretty good shooter. He's a pretty good defender, and he can play make a little bit. I just don't love the fact that I have to worry about going into the paint. Doesn't have the greatest of dribbling, but the Real and jump shot on quick is pretty good. So if you're looking for a Ruby that can kind of like play that 3-and-D role at the 4 and the 3, Juan Hernan Gomez, he's your guy. Next up is Yi Jiang Liang. And I love this card. I love E every time he comes into the game. He's just super fun to use, and he's just great every single time we get him. But if I'm being honest with myself, this diamond is definitely outdated at this point. Like, I love this card. I think he was super nice when he came out and super underrated. Because jump shot 70 on quick is amazing. And he has the shifty dribble style at 7 foot. Like, bro, come on. How were you not excited about that? Like, that's amazing. Now, the one thing that I will say is the fact that he's been out for a while means that he's a little bit outdated. My guy doesn't come with clamps. We got to add that. He's going to be a good shooter, though, but we don't have range. He's going to be a great playmaker, but he's a little bit slow, and he's going to be a good defender, interior at least. Good slasher as well. He's just pretty good at everything, but not too amazing. I would love to see an upgraded E eventually throughout the year. I doubt we do, but I really, really would love it because this card is going to be amazing. Next up is Pink Diamond Dave the Busher, who I kind of like accidentally threw into the C tier. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't really mean to throw him down here, but I just didn't move him out of it. Dave the Busher is actually really cool. I actually kind of quite like this card. But he is 6'6", the power forward, and I think his main benefit is that he's a defender, and he just can't really dribble that well. And I think that's really what's kind of keeping me from Dave the Busher. I typically love this card. I love Jump Shot 22 on quick. It's the reason Coutinho Mobley is an absolute demon. And you know what? If you were saying that I'm an idiot and he should be in the perfect for budget tiers, you know what? You're probably right. I'll give it to you. You're probably right. But you know what? Like I said, I threw him into C tier, not maybe during limited tier. I just don't feel like taking him out, so he's sitting there as well. Next up is Amethyst Austin Crochet, who is a basically just insanely good three-point shooting power forward with the Draymond Green jump shot and Hall of Fame range. He's a great card overall, especially for budget guys. Next up is Diamond Julius Randle, a card that is definitely outdated at this point, but when he was in the game and like barely new, this card was crazy. Let me tell you, this Julius Randle was kind of godlike. It was actually pretty fun because he has jump shot 47, although it's on the normal timing. So, you know, that's not amazing. That's definitely not too great at this point. And he does have a lot of like gold badges, you know, which isn't really great. We do have a Galaxy Opal, so it is nice. But he was a great slasher. He had quick first step and that sort of stuff. And he's a pretty good defender. So overall, not too bad. But he just can't dribble for the life of him. And jump shot 47 on normal isn't great. So maybe during limited, you know, if they give us some weird thing where it's like, I don't know, power forwards without range extender or something like that. You know, something weird. I feel like, yeah, he could have some fun with it. Next up is Pink Diamond Byron Beck, who's just kind of like that jack of all trades, master of none, with jump shot 40. I think on the normal timing. If it's on quick, I apologize, but it's just, you know, a little bit slow. And he's just, you know, he can do a little bit of everything, but he's not like insanely good at everything, if that makes too much sense for some of you guys. And last but not least, we do have Amethyst Pascal Siakam, who, again, is a jack of all trades, master of none kind of guy. If he had a range extender, I think I could slip him up into the perfect for budget teams, but he doesn't really. And jump shot 75 on normal is a little bit slow, so I don't love it too much. But still, he's a pretty good card. And again, we'll probably get a Pink Diamond, Opal Pascal eventually, and he's going to be absolutely insane. Next up, starting off the perfect for budget teams tier, we have Galaxy Opal Antoine Jameson, who's actually a pretty good card. He's got the Dante X and base, which is pretty cool. He's going to be a great shooter, pretty good defender. Not the shiftiest of guys, but a good finisher as well. Just all around a really good card that can just kind of play quality for you. And he's free, which is cool. I definitely think if you are going and grinding, it's probably better to go for Mel Daniels. I'm almost there myself. Nearly got him, which is pretty cool. Antoine Jameson is solid, but he's, I don't know, just felt a little weird for some people recently because we got some good cards and they probably nerfed the old ones that were good. Next up is Amethyst Kyle Anderson. You guys know I have a strong bias for this Kyle Anderson card. He's got gold range extender, which is absolutely awesome. He's a great defender all around. A 6'9" frame. That Brook Lopez base on quick is money, and I just absolutely love this card. He is amazing. He is one of the most worth it evos you could possibly do. Pick up this guy if you just need a great all-around power forward. Next up is the Amethyst Tobias Harris. I don't know why I said that. It's not Tobias. It's Tobias. You know what? I'm going to go with it. Tobias is a great diamond with jump shot 70. He's got the quick jump shot base, and jump shot 70 has an amazing green window. He's a pretty good defender, an okay slasher, but mainly he's kind of there to be a shooter, which is great. If you're looking for that, Tobias is definitely great, and that jump shot 70 is just one of the smoothest jumpers in the game. I absolutely love it. As you can see, You know, I love E, and I love Tobias. I just love Jump Shot 70. It's great. I also love Jonathan Isaac. It's just a great jumper, man. I also love Jerry Sloan. It's a great jumper, man. It's a great jumper. Next up, and speaking of great jumpers, is Ruby Thaddeus Young, who has the Dwayne Wade jump shot base on quick. He has a faster jumper than Dwayne Wade with the same base. It's crazy. But this Thaddeus Young is the best budget card, really, like, in the game, because he's like 900 MT, and you have one of the fastest jumpers in the entire game with range, with great all-around defense. He can finish as well. He is just, honestly, kind of broken when it comes to being a good Ruby. And he has 2 Hall of Fame badges as well. Contact and Relentless, like, what? Oh, man. This Thaddeus Young is great. Every single time there's a limited weekend, he's in there. He also with the Curry slide, I forgot to say that. Basically, every single time there is a limited weekend, you will find Thaddeus Young on basically everybody's squad because he just fills that power forward, small forward role so perfectly. It is absolutely amazing. I love this Thaddeus Young card. And again, if we get like a pink diamond or something, disgusting. Next up is Diamond Sean Kemp, and obviously we're using the hero version just because, like, why not? You know, I mean, it's the best version of Sean Kemp, so we might as well use it. Just has a few extra changes. The Sean Kemp is a really great slasher to the basket, as you would expect. Can still shoot a little bit, and he's a really great dunker, and just all around, in general, pretty great. Now, I won't say he's the cheesiest of cards, and his jumper is pretty good. It's definitely not bad, especially on quick. He's just not the most amazing defender, so while offensively he's a good card, he can play defense, but definitely is going to get puffed by some of those, you know, stronger, bigger guys at the 4 and the 5, and sometimes can't be quick enough to guard some of the cheesier guys, we'll say, at the power forward position. Next up is Diamond Maxi Kleber, who is a card that kind of has like a cult-like following that I never really got into. I understand that a lot of people love this Maxi Kleber card and are like, I won't say massive fans of him, but pretty big fans of Maxi Kleber, which is interesting because I don't think anybody really likes him in real life. But it's because he has the D-low base on quick, he has a shifty dribble style, which is great, and he has Hall of Fame range, extender, clamps, and intimidator at the power forward position. He's one of those really good all-around power forwards that kind of masters the shooting and defense kind of aspect, which is great. He's not going to be the cheesiest of power forwards, you know, with dribbling and all that sort of stuff, but he's still really solid and really great. I just think he's like that perfect for budget teams, but he's not exactly like a top tier power forward, which some people seem to forget sometimes. Next up is Galaxy of LeBron James. This one might be a bit of a hot take, but I thought that a lot of the guys that we had in Not Quite a Demon tier were just better than LeBron. I know a lot of people, you know, love the LeBron James card, and I feel like we run into an issue every single year with LeBron James cards where he's not as good as people are hyping him up to be. But because he's LeBron James, he kind of gets that extra love and gets a little bit overrated because of it. LeBron James is one of those jack of all trades kind of cards. But if we're looking at it with a lot of the guys that we're getting now, we do have the, you know, Hall of Fame range, etc., Hall of Fame clams, a bunch of badges, and LeBron, he's got a lot of badges, but he's just not quite there yet. The LeBron James jumper, even on the quick timing, is a little bit slow. It's not as fast as some of the other ones. I will say the Curry slide is definitely nice. I mean, the Pro 8 moving cross is pretty cool as well. But there's just some other guys that I have, you know, up here that I just like better, man. LeBron James never really excites me too much. Always just feels a little bit awkward. But I know people love LeBron, so he's a little bit overrated. So I'm expecting that this may be a bit of a hot take for some people. Next up is Galaxy Opal Larry Bird, who's, again, one of those guys that I think you kind of have to like the Bird jumper to, I guess, like the card. And I know that kind of sounds like obvious, like, X, we should like the jumper if we're gonna like the card, because, you know, why would we use a jumper that we wouldn't like? I get it, but the thing is that Larry Bird is one of those jumpers that you either love it or hate it. It's not like one of those jump shot 98 jumpers where it's good at everything. The Larry Bird jumper is, I know that there's a lot of people who despise this, and there's people like me who actually quite like it. But he also is a next gen main card because he does have Hall of Fame steady. So for people on current gen, I think this is a pretty fitting kind of rating, but I do think maybe if we were going next gen only ratings, we could probably sneak him into Not Quite a Demon, because obviously Blinders is the best badge on next gen, period. But aside from being one of the best shooters in the game, Larry's also a really solid defender. He can slash the basket pretty great, and shifty dribble style is awesome. The Larry Bird jumper, though, on quick is still a little bit slow, and he isn't really the cheesiest with his dribbling, so that's why he's kind of sneaking into the B tier. Like Larry Bird, I was excited for his Opal, but it kind of disappointed me, I'm not going to lie. Next up is Diamond Jeff Green, who is literally missing one thing to sneak him up into the Not Quite a Demon tier, and that's the fact that they just didn't give him range extender. Like, He is 6'9", is one of the best defenders that I've used because he just has that big, bulky frame that is just amazing, and he dunks on everybody. I love his jump shot too. Jump shot 50 on quick is amazing. Now, when it comes to dribbling, this Jeff Green really just ain't it. I don't love the dribbling really at all, and he doesn't have rating center, which is why he's sitting here in the perfect for budget teams. But this Jeff Green is amazing, man. If you are somebody who just needs a, like, power forward that you're not too worried about having, like, that Hall of Fame rating center, you just want it, or rating center period, you just want him to come in and do a little bit of everything for you just perfectly, this is your guy, man. This Jeff Green is just godly. Next up is Galaxy Opal Jason Tatum, who has a I guess a controversial existence. A lot of people really love Jason Tatum cards, and a lot of people really hate them. So it's interesting. Now, jump shot 107 on very quick, I think is pretty nice. The Curry slide as well is actually pretty good. He's an amazing shooter. He's an amazing defender. Pretty good playmaker as well. Finishing, not too bad either. But the slasher dribble style isn't the most amazing. It's not one of the worst, but it's definitely not great. And again, like I said, there's a lot of people that love Tatum. There's a lot of people that hate Tatum. So it's kind of like a which side are you on kind of card, because some people could even argue for him being down to like this C tier because I just hate him, but I honestly don't mind him. I'm going to put him in the perfect budget teams. Next up is Pink Diamond Draymond Green, who is just that, I guess, perfect card. I guess he comes in and just literally does everything for you. Draymond Green is going to play defense. He's going to play make. He's going to shoot threes. He's going to finish at the basket. He can go in the post. He can rebound well. He can just really run your PG position if you want him to. Like, Draymond is absolutely insane. Every single year, he's just one of those guys that can come in and just fit whatever role you need him to play. I don't love his secondary position to the center. I think small forward, power forward is a little bit cheesier for Draymond, but power forward center is more accurate, so I get it. But the Draymond Green is definitely amazing, and I love that it's a throwback retro card. Like, I love all of those. And last but not least is going to be Amethyst. Derrick Jones Jr., who is basically just the Amethyst version of Clyde Drexler, which is pretty solid. In general, I do think that the mystery sets have been pretty underwhelming. And by pretty, I mean they're quite underwhelming. But just imagine like a slightly better Sekou Demboya, and boom, you have Derrick Jones Jr. It's great. Curry slide, slasher dribble style isn't great, but jump shot 5, very quick. Great slasher, good shooter, all around. Great card. Now, starting off our not quite a demon tier, we have Rudy LaRusso, who is beautiful, man. He's basically a shorter Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that can play the power forward and the small forward, and is one of my favorite cards in the entire game to just use. I have him literally in every single game that I possibly can fit him in. It is amazing because he locks down on defense all across the board. He gets rebounds like crazy. Like, he rebounds like a Zion card does. He shoots absolutely amazing with jump shot 22 on very quick. He play makes well, and he dunks on literally everybody. I absolutely love this card. The only problem that I have with him is that aside from the quick dribble style, his dribbling just really isn't that great. So that's why he's down in the not quite a demon tier. Because if you had the Curry slide, it'd be kind of broken, not going to lie. Next up is Galaxy Opal Paul Millsap, who is a card that I think could be talked about being in a demon tier if we didn't get so many power forwards in the Warped Reality set like that were that amazing. And I'm not the biggest fan of that Paul Millsap jumper. It's not my thing. I know for a lot of people, it's your thing, and you love it, and this might be blasphemous that he's not up in the demon tier. I get it. It's cool. I understand it. If you want to talk some trash in the comments, go ahead, because this Paul Millsap is an amazing defender and is actually a really solid slasher and just guy in the post. Plus, Hall of Fame rating center, quick first step, and all that sort of stuff. Super cheesy. Got the Curry slide. Slasher dribble style definitely isn't amazing. That's why I'm not the biggest fan. And jump shot 34, when you do get that very quick time, it can be pretty nice, but it's just a little bit awkward for me. Sometimes can be, I don't know, not a little bit inconsistent. So I'm putting him in the not quite a demon. I think he's great, but, you know, I'm putting Rudy and Millsap on the same level. It is what it is. Next up is Galaxy Opal Paul George, who is amazing. I love Paul George cards every single year. Like, a little bit of a bias of mine. I think most people kind of like Paul George cards. Actually, I was one of the few people last year that still liked this, that still liked PGs, even though his jumper wasn't amazing, because I just think it's money, man. And he's the definition of a 3-and-D card that can also slash to the basket like crazy. Terrible dribble style again, but Curry slide, long athlete layup package, and the quick jumper is amazing. I wish he got the very quick timing like you'll see with a card later on, but Paul George is still great. I know some people might want him in the demon tier, but there's a card that is up here who has basically George's animations, but is significantly better and has the very quick timing, so I just could not put him on the same level. It couldn't happen. Next up is Galaxy Opal OG and Anobi, one of the glitched market cards that we've got. Still haven't seen any glitched market. If you're somebody who has made it to this point in the video and you also haven't seen the glitched market, comment it down below. I want to see my brothers down there. I still have yet to get in that glitched market, and I've played over 400 games. So we can all be salty together if you comment that down below. But either way, OG is a 6'8", 7'2" wingspan, power forward. He has literally insane defense. Every single thing is 95 plus besides interior defense, which is a 90. Comes a gold range, a 93 shot 3, jump shot 76, the Killian Hayes jumper on very quick, which is insanely fast, and the Curry slide. The only thing holding OG back from being a demon is his slasher dribble style. If that was like a quick or a shifty, OG would kind of be broken. So it's actually probably pretty good that he doesn't. Next up is the glitched reward, Obi Toppin, who we all got for free, which was pretty nice, if I'm being honest. I've seen a lot of people that have like budget squads and things like that are using this Obi Toppin and are having a great time with it, and I actually love the fact that they did it. Like, 2K, every single year we should get one of those brackets where we all vote and get a card, because I think it's just the most perfect idea ever. And Obi is like an amazing card for free. Like, he's one of the best slashers you could possibly find. He's a pretty good defender. He can shoot the 3 great, and I love his jump shot, which is jump shot 75 on quick. He's not the most amazing dribbler, but he's insanely quick. He gets to the basket amazing, and for most people, I think he fits whatever role you need at the power forward and small forward great. So I'm gonna leave him in not quite a demon. It's pretty nice. Next up is, I think, the best diamond in the entire game, still Diamond LaMelo Ball. This card is absolutely insane, but more so for like triple threat and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm still running him as a power forward because I think he actually plays that role surprisingly well. Like, 2K, well, first, why did we get it out of position, LaMelo Ball? But second, why is he so good? Like, Hall of Fame rating center, he's an insane playmaker as well as you would expect with LaMelo, and he's actually not a slouch on defense at all. 88 interior and has Hall of Fame intimidator plus an 88 strength. He finishes the basket great. Jump shot 81 on very quick is disgusting. The quick dribble style and the Curry slide. If you want to get cheesy with this LaMelo, bring him in to triple threat online and then run 2 guys taller than 6'7", so he's your PG, and it's over, man. Like, it is over. This LaMelo is absolutely disgusting, but he's not a traditional power forward, so sometimes if you run into some of those double center lineups and things like that, you definitely can get pupped. So that's a little bit of a negative and why he's not quite a demon. But let's be honest, if he was like an Opal or Dark Matter PG, you'd be spending like 500k to get him. Next up is glitched reward. I'm pretty sure Bobby Jones, who came with the Warped Reality set, which is pretty cool. And I know a lot of people that absolutely love Bobby Jones, and I just became aware that there's like a cult-like following for Bobby Jones, talking about him being one of the greatest people and cards of like all time. Interesting. But he's a new exchange reward. In order to get this wonderful card right here, you need to put in 9 Amethyst Precious Achua, 9 Isaac Okoro, 1 Simbular, 1 Diamond Eddie Curry, 1 Justice Winslow, and 9 Matt Bonners. Once you do that, you get Bobby Jones. So he's essentially like a, 50 to 75k-ish card depending on when you're buying. But he's 6'9", 6'9" wingspan, and is going to be one of the best defenders you'll possibly use in your game. He has 97 in every single stat on defense besides lateral quickness, which is a 98. Then it has the jump shot 4 base on very quick, which is a beautiful jumper, a 97 shot 3, and is one of the best shooters in the game. Can still drive to the basket and play really well on 95 speed, and Pro 1 for his dribbling, which isn't too bad. It's not amazing, but it's not horrible. And then long out the layup package was great. Warped Reality in general was just an amazing drop, and Bobby Jones fits in there perfectly. Next up is Pink Diamond Keldon Johnson, who was another one of those cards that we got during that weekend that we get the out of position cards, where you could get a bunch of cards for free. Keldon was one of the pink diamonds that you could get, and they made him just an absolutely insane shooter and a pretty good defender, as well as like kind of being able to slash the basket really well too. He has the Kent Bazemore jumper on very quick, which is the Zoljunas Ilgauskas jumper. Not many cards have it, so you probably haven't used it before, but it's actually pretty solid. And he has the Pro 3 behind the back, which is one of the best, if not the best, full court dribbling move, which is going to be great. He is a 6'5" power forward, small forward, which is a little bit tough, but I just love him, and I think that Kent Bazemore jumper is so slapped down that I threw him up into not quite a demon. If you really wanted to be honest, we probably could do like this, and people would probably be happy. So yeah, we'll do it. We'll switch it around. We'll not be hot takey today. Next up is Pink Diamond Joe Smith, who is a really solid Pink Diamond that I did a gameplay on yesterday. You can check it out, link in the description after the video if you want to. And Joe Smith is just great, man. He is a 6'10", 7-foot wingspan, power forward, small forward, jump shot 22 on very quick. If you love the Jimmy Butler jumper, it's a little bit faster. It's going to be great. Quick dribble style, the curvy slide, and the long athlete layup package. He's going to be one of the best slashers in the game because that long wingspan just helps him dunking everybody. He can shoot the lights out with that jump shot 22, and he's kind of a goated defender. Like, he's kind of an insane defender, and it's just all around really, really solid. Joe Smith was in a set that obviously not too many people are very hyped about, so not too many people are probably going to be buying the card. But if you do, he can be pretty nice. He can be pretty nice. There are some power forwards, obviously, that I would have above him because it's a demon tier above him, but he's pretty solid and pretty cheap as well, like 30K or something like that. Not too bad. Next up is one of the most slept on cards in the entire game in Pink Diamond Hakeem Warrick. You guys know I'm a Q's man through and through. So anytime we get a Q's card, I'm going to overrate the hell out of it. That's just, it's how it is. I accept it and I'll admit it. But it's not going to stop me from overrating the cards on the tier list. That's just what it is. Hakeem Warrick is one of the best slashers you could possibly find. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, and his defense is all around impeccable. Like, Plus, he's got gold range extender, the curry slide, and jump shot 19 on very quick. He's the only card with jump shot 19, so also the only card with very quick timing, which is actually a super solid jumper. I picked him up, I did his XP, and he was just amazing. I love this card. He is so great, and nobody talks about him being amazing. You can pick him up for like 15K, and he's kind of disgusting. And last but not least, we do have Pink Diamond Boris Diaw, who would have been into the Demons tier if it weren't for the most recent Warped Reality set. Because before that, this Mystery Force set came out with Boris Diaw, and I was like, damn, he's like the most needed card of the entire game. Delino Gallinari on very quick is disgusting. The quick triple style and the curry slide is just godly, like, oh my lord. And then he's going to be an amazing shooter. He's going to be a great all-around defender, and he can slash to the basket. Like, it can't get better than this Boris Diaw. And then they did. But still, if you're looking for a pretty cheap guy who can play kind of like that power forward or like backup power forward, Boris Diaw's kind of your guy. He's actually a really fun card to use just because he can do literally everything and is good at literally everything. All of those cards are always pretty fun. Plus, he's like less than 25K, which is always pretty nice. Boris Diaw, I love him, but there's definitely cards that have piqued my interest a little bit more than he has recently. Starting off the Demons tier, we have Andre Karolinko's Galaxy Opal, which, as you would expect, is in the Demons tier. Jump shot 98 on quick. One of the best defenders in the game. Going to be one of the best shooters in the game because of jump shot 98 on quick. Yeah, he's in the Demons tier. Next is the Dark Matter Zion Williamson. I've seen some people capping, saying Dark Matter Zion still isn't one of the best cards in the game. And, well, sir, you're wrong. He's still the highest total stat card in the entire game, even after Wilt coming out, even after Shaq, Ben Simmons, everything like that. He still is the highest total stats and the highest total badges card in the game, which is kind of unreal. He's got a great Kobe jump shot base. He's got a great dribble style with quick, and he's got the curry slide. Zion Williamson is still absolutely insane, and as a small forward, if you run him there, he's still godly and still one of the best. He's not the best card in the game anymore, but he's definitely still up there. Next up is Galaxy Opal Rudy Gay, a card that I've played well over 100 games with in the last few days, just, grinding all the triple threat events that we've had and stuff like that. The Rudy Gay jump shot base on very quick is absolutely disgusting. Like, it is so nice. It is so smooth. Just imagine Terry, but better. Like the dentist, but better. Then, as all Rudy Gay cards are, he's an amazing slasher and literally dunks on everybody. This one still plays amazing defense, 90 interior, 94 perimeter, has Hall of Fame Intimidator and clamps, which is beautiful. Has the quick dribble style and the curry slide with the Pro 8 moving cross. Oh, man. Rudy Gay is amazing. I literally have not taken this card off of any of my lineups since I got him. I have the Kobe Grinches, the three-point shooting ones, and a diamond contract. He's here to stay for a while. Next up is Pink Diamond Richard Dumas, who is literally Paul George, but better because of that very quick jump shot timing. Like, it's honestly kind of disgusting. Like, I've heard a lot of people say that the one thing that they don't love about the Paul George jump shot base is that it's not fast enough. So then we got Richard Dumas, and he said, let me fix that real quick. He has 6 less stats than PG, but it's, PG's got some boosts and things that aren't really too important here and there. And in most key categories, they're basically the same. Plus, Richard Dumas is sadly 2 inches shorter, but has a 7'4" wingspan, so he just plays better. He's going to dunk on literally everybody. One of the best slashing cards I've ever used. Amazing defender. He's going to shoot the lights out with that jump shot base. And the quick dribble style with the Curry slide also gives him a huge advantage over PG, because that Paul George dribble style ain't exactly it. It's not bad, but let's be honest, quick is definitely better. Next up is Galaxy Opal Kyle Kuzma, who also came out with Rudy Gay, and these two are literally in a competition for who's going to be the better budget power forward, Rudy or Kuzma, and is it worth it for the extra like 30K to get Rudy? I say yes, but Kuzma is 6'9", has a 7-foot wingspan, is going to be almost just as good of a slasher, just as good of a shooter, although I love the Rudy jump shot a little bit better, so I would vote for Rudy, and the defense on Kuzma is definitely better than on Rudy Gay, like for sure. And then, you know, playmaking, they're obviously the same, which is going to be awesome. Now, both of them have the quick dribble style. Both of them have the curvy slide. Rudy Gay has the Pro 8 moving cross, which is a great dribbling move. And Kyle Kuzma has the Pro 3 behind the back, which is one of the best full court dribbling moves. Then he has the jump shot 80 base on very quick, which is disgusting. So it's kind of like a, who do you want more between the two cards? But they're both absolutely insane. They're both definitely demon tier cards. They literally do everything. They shoot the lights out. They play great defense. They dunk on literally everybody. They play make well, and they're cheap. Like, boom. If you need power forwards, Rudy Gay, Kuzma, they're your guys. And you literally could run them at the same time. Rudy the 3, Kuzma the 4, boom, you're good. Next up is Dark Matter Kevin Garnett. I know a lot of people don't love his jump shot base. They think it's a little bit too awkward. They don't like it. And on, you know, current gen, it's meh. But, I mean, I can't relate. I still love this Kevin Garnett. I think he's great. One of the best, you know, finishers in the entire game. His defense is just out of this world. He's insanely cheesy. It's just amazing what this Kevin Garnett can do. Plus, as a center, I think he's a great option as well. So the fact that he can play both positions great, I'm still going to leave him in the demons here. Next up is a Galaxy Opal Kevin Durant. It's Kevin Durant, Curry sliding, crazy. Like, I don't feel like I have to explain why KD is in the top. Next up is Galaxy Opal Kermit Washington. Dante XM base on quick is obviously going to instantly shoot you up in the rankings every single time. Plus, he's an amazing defender. The one thing that I will say, though, is you have to add a ranged extender on your Kermit Washington to get him up into the demon tier. But once you do, he's amazing, and he's going to be a great all-around card for you, period. Next up is Galaxy Opal Danny Ferry, who was the best card in the game for a little while until we got Ben Simmons. But Danny Ferry's still disgusting. I mean, he's the best shooter in the game. He's the best shooter in the game because jump shot 98 on very quick. He has the quick dribble style and the Curry slide, and he's 6'10". 6'10". 7'5" wingspan, and he can still Curry slide. It's just disgusting, man. This Danny Ferry is annoying. I wish that I could get him on my lineup because this card is literally one of the top 3 in the game, and probably will be he's an end game card. It really can't do too much better than Danny Ferry, but it's just absolutely crazy. Thank the Lord that he's RNG, because I would hate to go against him every single game. And last but not least is Dark Matter Chris Bosh, who has, I think, like the fastest jumper out of all the cards that we have in the game right now. With jump shot 29 on very quick, it's actually so fast that sometimes it can be hard to get used to, which is crazy. But once you get it down, he can be the best shooting big like in the game. His defense is absolutely godly, especially in the, you know, inside, and he's just insane, man. When you add one of the best jumpers in the game, especially on current gen, and then you put it on the very quick timing, it's always going to be amazing. And this Chris Bosh is godly. It takes some getting used to, but once you do, he's amazing. Let me know what you guys think about the tier list down in the comment section below. Obviously, like if you guys did enjoy or just found it informative at all. If you're on the video, just hit the like button. It helps your boy out. As well as subscribe if you guys are new. We are on that road to 10K subscribers. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Also, check out all of the other, you know, tier list, things like that. See y'all in the next one.